808, runway 10, clear south.
What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. We're back at it in X-Plane 11. We're back in the C-17, the lovingly known as the Barney. We're down in Riverside again at March Air Reserve Base. We're going to take her out, do a low-level route out in Mojave Desert, and then return to base with a nice arrival there. Might do a overhead or something, maybe a few touch and goes. We'll see how the route goes. So I think we're good to go. I think everything is good to go. Let's hop in the plane real fast here. All right, she's wanting to roll. She takes a lot of good bit of power to get her moving, to break her free on the ground there, but we're rolling now. And we'll be on our way shortly. So I had a viewer request for a flight in Microsoft Flight Simulator. Got it all planned out this morning. Did the flight, or at least tried to. And I'll be honest with you, I'm having a lot of issues in Microsoft now. Like, I saw performance issues today that I've never seen before. Yeah, the performance issues really had me puzzled today. I don't know what's up with that. So we're back in the Barney. We're at Riverside. We're going to do our low level. It's a beautiful, beautiful day here in Southern California. What the hell? That scared the ever-loving crap out of me. Damn it. Holy sh... That really scared the piss out of me. I did not know they did that. What the hell, dude? Seriously? He's freaking teasing on me. Alright, yeah, I think we're good now. That completely just threw me off. Really just did. Okay, we're good. Let's open the throttle a little bit. We're going. Everything's looking good. Alright, knock the brakes off. Let's go. Yeah, you know what? Let's take it on up to 1.6. I've seen them take off cockpit videos of them taking off at 1.5. That's just whatever they limit it to. But all right, we rotated to 125 through 100 knots. Looking good. All right, let's rotate. There we go. We're off. Positive rate climb. Gear up. Gear up. Let's go ahead and let's do speed hold for now. Or we'll do. Actually, no. Let's do auto throttle. Okay, there we go. And let's do the autopilot on and see if you'll vertical speed mode for me here. There we go. Seems to be climbing out okay. Let's get flaps up. We're doing all right. Sometimes the autopilot's a little wonky. I've had issues before where it just hasn't done what I wanted it to do, but it seems okay today. All right, now let's go to speed hold. And let's see, how are we going to do this? It'd probably be best for us to climb out straight ahead for a bit, get some altitude, and then turn back to the east maybe. Go ahead and get this set. All right, so our route for today, I'm thinking what altitude we really need to climb. We may head back north now, actually. We don't need to get too terribly high because this route picks up just around Victorville. Let's see, where do we pick this up at? Our entry point is just south of Hesperia. And the route is going to be VR1218. It's a pretty short route. It's not too involved. It basically flies up through the Mojave Desert, over to Providence Mountains, and back towards like Edwards Air Force Base, and that way we'll come off, and then we'll come off in the Barstow MOA, then head direct to Palmdale and make our arrival back into Riverside. So a pretty cut and dry route. Okay, so we do, as assigned to point A, when we get up towards point A, we'll make a descent, and then we got to do 1,500 feet AGL after that. I need to find a plane with TFR. I know that Tornado has TFR. I think it does. I thought I read that somewhere. It'd be cool to try that out, see how it works. And we could, you could technically fly Tornadoes over here. You could fly them out of Nellis for a Red Flag, and you could fly them out of Hallman, where they used, I don't know if they still do or not, but they used to do training down there for, I think German Tornado pilots were training out of Hallman because of the weather and the low-level flying that they were able to do there. So that would be an option maybe to do that. Let's go ahead and start our descent down here. All right, so we got to get down to 1,500 AGL. Ooh, we're getting really fast. We need to slow this up a tad. These big speed brakes out. Go ahead and make our turn here. There we go. We're almost 1,500. There. Close enough. Close enough, right? All right, so 1,500 AGL. Oh wow, it's got us going over some mountains here. I never noticed that in the chart, the sectional. All right, so we're heading direct to point B. I figured out how to go in the flight plan and like change it up to change it from fix 01 to the actual waypoints, which helps immensely. It helps me keep track of like what I'm supposed to do at each point. All right, 1,500 AGL. You know, this part's kind of tricky when it says 1,500 AGL and the terrain changes like no damn tomorrow, like it's constantly changing. So for a big jet like this, you know, I've seen on some routes where it says like on the top end that if they want you to maintain a higher altitude on the top end, they'll say MSL. But on this one, it's AGL, and you see, I mean, it's going from 1,100 to 1,600 in just like the blink of an eye. We'll do the best we can. We'll do the best. I mean, it's not like we'll be down in the weeds or anything like that. So at first, I thought I was going to go over this mountain, but I think we're just going to go around it here. There we go. All right, let's get her up. Bit low. We're a little bit low there. We need to get her on up here. The terrain is just changing so rapidly. It's really super hard to do. Really crazy hard. Been looking at another game I'm thinking about trying. It's called Rust. Some of you guys may have heard of it. The MMO, like a hardcore survival game. And I've heard like that is the closest thing to Star Wars Galaxies there is. Ooh, this mountain here. It scares me going over mountains like this, like little turbulence too. Like topping over it, you want to make sure your belly's clear of it, or you'll scrape yourself. But yeah, I've been looking at Rust. It's like a hardcore survival game, MMO. It looks like a lot of fun. It looks interesting. And like I said, it's supposedly the closest thing to SWG that has come along. It's got a lot of crafting, like you have to make everything you own and or loot it and stuff like that. So I do like that aspect. You get to build your own houses and stuff like that, which is really cool as well. So I don't know, we'll see. We'll see. It's on Steam. It's like 39 bucks, so we'll try it. Meredith and I, we keep going back and forth about WoW. You know, one day we want to play it, and then one day we won't, and it's like, really, just what's the point? I honestly, I mean, of course the point of any game is because you enjoy it, but I don't know, I just really just don't enjoy it anymore. I honestly don't. It's the same thing. It's always the rat race to acquire that set of armor, and I've had a really nice set of armor. I went as far as I could go without guild raiding. We got everything we could possibly get in looking for raid, and it's like, well, now, you know, now what? You know, we weren't that motivated. We belonged to a really great guild, don't get me wrong. They were great people. We could have raided all we wanted, but it's just not something we were wanting to do. Guild raids take so long, and we just don't have that kind of time investment. I mean, not that these flights are short either. Some of them are really long, but you know, at any point, if something happened, I could pause the game and or just get out of it and go do my thing, right, and not have to sweat it one bit. And you can't do that in a guild raid. You know, I'd feel horrible to get in it, down a boss, and then have to bail, or you know, stuff like that. So I don't know. It's really just not our speed. It's really just not our speed anymore. The only reason I think we find ourselves wanting to play it is just purely for a sentimental attachment. You know, like attachment reasons. Not because we truly like want to play the game. So Rust seems more my speed. I don't think it has rating and stuff like that in it. Ooh, power lines, damn it. Yeah, those are close. We'll do like the British Buccaneer at Red Flag over here was flying. You know, those guys flew like 100 feet off the ground, like ridiculously low. They could ride their own ground effect. And they had the power go out in some part of Nevada, and they went out and some big transmission lines had been cut, right? All the lines had been cut, and they found a piece of an airplane tail. And it turned out a Buccaneer had been flying along, and they didn't see the lines or something. And they clipped them with the tip of their tail. They went under them and they clipped them with the tip of their tail. And like sheared the very tip of their tail off, but I don't think they even knew it. So those guys were crazy. They were really super skilled pilots, sure. All right, we're coming up to our next waypoint here. I am so glad I disabled the GPWS. She was annoying me like no tomorrow. He's gone, so we won't have to worry about her no more. We'll have to go over this just a tad. I don't think we're gonna be able to make it. That turn is like really super sharp there. I should have started a little bit earlier. But a lot of flying these routes is just like getting familiar with them, right? Getting familiar with them, and then as you get familiar, you can like figure out lines that you need to take to use the terrain to your advantage, or you know, a better way to get through it. Like, we'll go through this little valley right here. A little bit more mountainous out here, a little bit more rugged than I thought it would be. I thought it would be kind of flat. I tend to associate that kind of flatness with the Mojave Valley, especially like around Mojave. I mean, you have mountains, you know, you have like Soledad Mountain and stuff like that, but as a whole, it looks kind of flat. Oof, man. You can do a little yanking and banking through here. That is for sure. This would be a lot of fun in a fighter or something. Something a little bit more agile. That looks like the dry lakes of Edwards, maybe. Like I said, we got down to 200 feet, so we're good with that. I mean, there's a few spots where we clipped a little bit lower than 200, but I'm trying to keep her like no less than 3. We're in that area. Nice exterior view of the plane here, very nice. She looks absolutely outstanding from the outside. I really like the way this plane looks. Yeah, they did a great job on that. Like I said, the interior is lacking a little bit, and it's not so much the gauges and panels that I have a problem with. It's just like the bulk of the cockpit, like the cockpit itself. All right, let's keep rolling along. More power lines out there. Those are those big transmission towers too. They're not small. Got this mountain up here again. I need to get a little bit low there. I need to get up just a tad. I think we got 5 to either side. That may have been the interstate right there. I think we were supposed to pass it at 500 feet. We did 400. We'll be all right. It's not like we're going to lose our wings or anything. Watching my altitude, not paying attention to my course. I should have gone around to the right of this hill here. Should have gone around to the right and then hooked it back in. That would have been really nice. But unfortunately, it's such a big airplane that's not going to happen. Like, you have to plan that ahead. Can't do it on the spur of the moment. Traffic out there above, just flying into SoCal, and I don't know how our turn is going to work out with these mountains right here. Like, is the turn going to be prior or no? 17 miles. Looks like it might be like just on the other side or right on top of them. Hard to say. That's just not being familiar with the route. You get familiar enough with it, you'll figure it out. SoCal is a really nice place to do this stuff, especially out in the desert, because the weather is just so good a large majority of the time. I've been trying to do stuff up around McCord and Moses Lake and stuff like that, and the weather is just so bad all the time. Like, you know, there'll be a week of bad weather, and then it'll clear up for a day, and then it'll get right back bad again. Tried to make that turn in a little bit there. I think that's as good as we're going to get it. Still just trying to look for like where this turn point is in relation to the mountains. Maybe it's on the backside of these. We'll turn out and then back in because we got 5 to each side. It'd be cool if we had a range ring. If we had like a 5 nautical mile ring on our map, then we would be able to tell where we were at in that. All right, big turn, but we'll start that. There we go, we hit the waypoint. See our shadow down there chasing us. Like it's clipped off for some reason. I don't know what's up with that, but yeah, let's see, how can we poke a hole through these mountains here? I'm looking. I think maybe this valley right here at 12. You know what? Scratch that. We're getting off course a little bit. I don't know how far that is. Let's go back. Go back this way. We'll go through this valley here and cut it back on course if we can. Got kind of high on that one. Trying to figure out what I wanted to do. Alright, here we go. Can we poke a hole through it now? Maybe? Maybe. I don't know what this mountain's doing in front of us. That's the only kind of scary part about it is like when you can't quite see what it's doing. We'll go through this. We'll go through this little gap right here. Like the lowest point. I don't know. I don't know if we're clear yet. It looks like we're clearing it just now. Alright, we gotta get back on the route. In fact, getting pretty far off of it here. Maybe go back. Maybe clip it just to the side here. Oh, get that turbulence. Around these mountains here. Pretty cool area though, for sure. What are we coming up on? Foxtrot. Be cool to take this thing to Nellis. I've seen where they've done assault landings over at a place called Alamo during Red Flag. They'll fly the C-17s in low level and land at that little strip there. I think they offloaded a missile battery or something like that. Alright, let's bring her down just a tad. I'm gonna give her like a lot of nose up. You know, when I fly low levels like this, for me, I like to trim the plane up just a tad. So I have to have a little bit of forward pressure, but you know, that way if you let off of it, it just automatically climbs up. But that was a bit extreme, and I think this is an interstate right here. Yeah, interstate, okay. About 500 feet, we're okay on that. I guess they don't want them freaking out, the travelers. 200 feet above the ground. All right, so we're heading towards the exit hotel. We'll head over another dry lake bed, and we'll come off the route just north of Barstow, California. Exit point right there at R2515 in the Barstow MOA. This is like this is gonna be I-15 right here, maybe. Climb up. Bad. There we go. Whoa, wow, that's a really super long bridge here in the desert. I don't know what that's about, but it is a huge bridge. All right, so we just crossed I-15 and the railroad tracks back there, like we skirted along them. So what else we got here? We're getting ready to enter Silver MOA right now, and then Barstow MOA. 22 miles out. So we'll go over another dry lake bed. Should be just past, maybe just past these mountains here. Little ridge line. Another dry lake bed, a low area, and then come off the route. Just the cool part about it is just north of where we come off will be Fort Irwin, which is a huge training area. They do all kind of live fire exercises and stuff like that out there for the Army. Not sure if the Marines go up there. I guess they don't. I guess maybe they do 29 Palms or something down there. Not really completely sure on that. There's a dry lake coming up at Coyotes Lake, I guess, is what that is. There it is, yep. That's cool. I mean, the scenery definitely isn't up to FS 2020 standards as far as like being able to pick out landmarks and stuff like that on the ground, but I really think Ortho for XP would help that a lot. You would have the ability to pick out a lot more. All right, so we're getting ready to come off the route here. Climb up a little bit more there. We don't want to get too low. Come off the route and we'll head towards Palmdale. Palmdale will be our arrival into March. Anyway, just a little fun low level. Nothing, you know, I don't know if they really fly this route or not. I mean, I guess technically they could. They could fly any low level. Maybe they have specific ones that they like to fly. If they do, I can't find any information about it. I found their mid-air collision avoidance page. Sometimes those pages will tell you like their favorite routes or their areas that they like to hang out at and do this kind of stuff, but that one doesn't. March doesn't say anything about it, so just kind of have to freestyle a little bit and do whatever. You know, there's videos of C-17s flying Star Wars Canyon up north of here into Death Valley. It's really super cool. They started doing that a while back. So that is really cool to see and watch. So I figure, you know, if they're flying Star Wars Canyon, then they're probably likely to, you know, at least this route could be available as well. All right, we'll hit this turn point. We'll come off and proceed, and we'll see about loading up our arrival of March. All right, we're off. We're off the route. Let's set our altitude here real quick. Go to 10K. Let's do autopilot. Whoa! We don't need to have one. We sure enough don't need that. What's our heading right now? 349. Let's keep that going. Oh, I see what she did. I see what she did now. We didn't pick up that turn point back there. We didn't trigger it, so he's wanting to take us back to it to climb. That's not going to happen. We're not doing that. Go ahead and get our climb going here. There we go. And do we need to? No, it does have us going direct to Palmdale. Well, then what did it have us doing here? Okay, now we're picking it up. I don't know what that was about. Maybe it didn't trigger until right there at the last minute. All right, let's do. We'll do speed hold, and let her really climb out. Okay, so Riverside. We need to look at March. ARIV to the arrival. The March for arrival from Palmdale. We're going to do. So let's go into the FMS. Plug that in real quick. March arrival, March 4. And I guess we're going to be landing to the south again, so we'll do I don't know. Let's keep our climb going here though real quick. Get this going again here. Got to cross High Top at 12K. Palmdale's 36, 41 miles out. You know what? We'll just do. We'll do RNAV 14. Well, damn it! Now it's gave me more. It gave me more choices. I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know where Talkie's at or Zagby. All right, so RNAV 14. Let's see what this has to say. I don't even see a Talkie or a. Yeah, that's not on there. What are you guys talking about? Where does that go? Is it this other one here too? No, it's not that one. So then, where are they getting that information from? Let's see. What is this right here, maybe? No, it's not either one of them. Where is this approach coming from? Because I don't see that information here. Yeah, I don't know. You know what? We're not going to do either one of them. We'll just do. Alright, let's go back to the parts. Arrival here and pull that up. All right, and close this out. We're at 12K. We're going to go ahead and pull our speed back down now. 70, there we go. And zoom you out. All right, so I see we turned, we go down to Palmdale and then we turn back in, so, okay. We're good with that. Go ahead and climb up some more as well. All right, as we continue along, I want to do something really, really fast. Let's see, developer, aircraft performance. Oh crap, come on. Autopilot constraints, use custom autopilot, throttle roll prediction, how far in the future, anticipate reaction. We're gonna bump this up. I want to bump this up just to, let's see. Let's see, okay. We'll see what that does. She's always seemed to wait, like, the turns are too extreme, you know, it's never seemed like it's really predicted the turns well to me. It waits till the last minute and makes really extreme changes. So, I mean, I'm just assuming that, like, setting the prediction further out would help alleviate that problem, maybe. We'll see what it does. It makes this sharp turn. Back to the left. All right, let's see what she does. She's made the turn. I want to see like how well she rolls out on it. What I need to do is go into the Zebo, pull it into the plane maker, and look at some of those settings and pair them. All right, so we're heading direct Magic. We gotta cross Magic at 14K, 30 miles out. We still got a ways to go for that, so we'll hold off. What is she doing on the turn here? So far, so good. It seems a little better to me. What I've noticed, like, when I say she's really extreme in the turns and stuff, is like she'll make a turn and the turn will cause the plane to fly through the path. And then it turns back, so it kind of swims down the path like a fish, if that makes sense, back and forth until it finally gets established on the route. This seems a lot smoother, maybe. We'll see what it does when she rolls back out the other direction. It definitely seems a lot smoother, that's for sure. 14, and we'll hit vertical speed and take her down here. I think I changed the prediction like 1.1 seconds, something. Not a lot. I mean, it doesn't seem very extreme, but I don't know anything about it, so it's hard to say for sure, like what that would do. Get our landing lights off. We've had these on the entire time. I need a big damn sticky note in front, like on my computer screen. It says turn off landing lights. Okay, yeah, she went back on the route really nicely there. Really nice. I may play around with that for a while. I won't make it permanent. I'm just doing it in the dev mode, which is temporary, only for this flight. And then if it seems like that's a good number and it's working out, I'll take it. I'll make it permanent in there. All right, so Magic at 14. 12K, high top at 12K, and then on into March. Let's do 6. I feel a little better about 6 on that. All right, let's cut it back. Looking out for traffic. There is traffic all over the place down there. It looks like that's Ontario right there. This would be, I wonder if this is where the old Kaiser steel plant was at one time. Right here. I think it is. I think that might be it. Oh, another rail yard. I don't know which one that is. Lee McSimmon, he could tell me. He could absolutely tell me what all this is. I bet he would know right off the bat. All right, yeah, we're gonna make it, but we got a traffic conflict over here. Yeah, there he is. I see him. See him out there. He's not coming up with an identifier though, but I see him. Traffic's in sight. We got him. We got him in sight. Let's keep going. We're doing good here now. I think we're okay. We pulled it out. Well, that's crazy. You know, I just complained about Microsoft jacking up my flight plan, what I was trying to do, and now now it's happening here. Let's see, what is this next point here? Jagex, yeah, that's right. That is correct. All right, roll the speed, own back. 170. And I'm on the verge of wanting to come off the autopilot, to be honest. Still, I'm looking out for the field. March, that base is so damn hard to figure out and see here. It just really is. Like, you just can't spot it. We'll try. We're going to do this just a straight in approach. Things have gone sideways, so we're not going to make it any more complicated than we have to. Let's get our speed back here a little bit. And looks like we're kind of getting back on it. Looking out for the field. I have no clue where the field is at. Like, I just... Jagex, we got to be at 3100 by there. We're on our way to it, so I think we're good as far as the height. We're okay. Lateral, we're fine too. I just got to find the runway. Like, it's just lost in like a big jumble mess out there. No runway lights, no nothing. Four flaps. Take this balloon just a tad there. Yeah, there she goes. Speed's coming on down now, that's for sure. All right, Miki's going to be one off the end of the runway. So I see the field. I think I kind of like see the ramp out there. Yeah, okay, I've got the runway inside. The thing about this tack-in approach is it actually brings you in at an angle for the runway. It brings you in at 106 degrees. The runway heading is 138. All right, there we go. We're good now. Okay. We got it. We're getting a little bit low, though, I think. Push this thing up just a tad. Alright, let's go ahead and drop the gear. And we'll go full flaps as well. Actually, this is going to be flaps 3. Steep there, about 900 foot per minute descent rate. Don't need that. Now we'll go full flaps. Okay, runway's inside. Yeah, I'm good now. Good thing I didn't commit, because the thing I originally saw is actually the closed runway. They have a closed runway here now, so that wasn't what I needed. This is a light one. The light colored runway is ours, and she is just really hard to spot. Like, you just cannot hardly spot that thing until you're on top of it. I'm definitely going to play around more with the scenery here. Hopefully I can get something done with that and get it put in. I like March. March is a cool place to fly out of, actually. I really dig it. It's great weather. It's a cool scenic location. I think some ortho for XP and upgrade the field a little bit would be absolutely awesome. Like 119 VREF. We're going to do a little bit above though. All right, we're on it now. Let's get up a little bit here though. Bring it a little bit low. Actually coming in with a tailwind. Realize that. It had me, iVector said something different earlier, so I don't know if the winds have changed or what with that. I'll go with it. There we go, we're down. Alright. Brakes and reversers. Let's get it going here. There we go. All right, get spoilers back in. Reversers back in as well. All right, not bad, not bad. That was a little bit, that went sideways a little bit there, but we recovered, right? I'm going to have to study these. I'm going to have to look at the approaches more, because like I said, what the tack end corresponded with what's in the sim, but the RNAV did not at all. Like, I didn't recognize any of those waypoints that I saw in the FMS on the chart I was looking at. There's only there's 2 RNAVs on AirNav. You know, there's 2 RNAVs for 1.4, but they're both exactly the same. Like, I don't understand why they have 2 listed. So something's just kind of weird about that whole deal. All right, let's get our flaps up. They're on their way. It's gonna take them forever to get up though. Get our landing lights off. All right, here we go. Stripes in here, so I guess it's every man for himself as far as how you go or where you park. So I have seen pictures of them parked like this though, so we'll get parallel to the runway and park her right up here maybe. There we go, that'll do it. Not a bad plane, a pretty fun flight. I enjoyed that, always do. I like flying this plane. Like I said, despite all the work it has taken to get it better, you know, and it's gradually doing more stuff to it too. So, you know, it's been a fun plane. Anyway, if you guys enjoyed and you're new to the channel, please be sure to like, subscribe, ring the bell. All that stuff is greatly appreciated. And as usual, always really appreciate those that do support the channel and help move things along. And with all that said, we will catch you in the air next time. Peace.